Libra, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading. You're making these leaves dance at the moment with your air energy. Wow. Going from the 7th through to the 13th of August, Lionsgate week as well. Very strange energies that have been coming through, and, you know, off-the-wall readings, to be honest. Everyone has had an off-the-wall reading. It's been absolutely mad. So yeah, I will be doing a Lionsgate collective reading on Monday, and your own particular sign on Wednesday as well. So thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a lovely reading. Overall energies here. This is what I mean about an off-the-wall reading. You've been blistering, I think, coming forward. It's been crunch time for you in a way. You're in your autumn period, and yeah, I think the energy is saying to you here, and it's flowing back, and it's very turbulent, as I said. Strange energies coming through, and I think it's making you realize that you're carrying too much. You're filling in too many of the gaps, maybe. Sometimes it's difficult for Libra to make decisions and to move on, to make decisions and to take the opportunity to seize the day. But when you do, there's no going back. That's absolutely brilliant. But sometimes it can, procrastination can be a little bit of a bind for you. And I think this is what the overall energy is sort of like flagging up to you. I seem to be saying to air signs at the moment, live. It could end for everybody tomorrow. So, live, go for it, live. Don't carry so much. Okay, on your relationship side, you get justice. You're looking for harmony within your relationships. This is what's on your karmic path. This is what you're seeking in the way. Consistency, fairness within your relationships. Yeah, harmony, basically. That's what you're looking for, and that's what you should be striving for through your karmic path. The universe is bringing you the 9 of Pentacles. Everything is at your doorstep. Everything is in place. Everything's ready. It's all waiting for you, Libra. Yes, you are in your autumn period. Now, this is quite important. It's not the time to actually start things. This is a time of self-analysis. So you can then decide what you want to leave in the past year and what you want to open up in the new year. In your birthday period, and this may be sort of playing a lot more, and this may be the idea that it's making you feel a little bit overwhelmed by the situation. But the universe here is sort of saying, once you sit down, take a good look, and just take a few steps back, you're going to realize that there's actually a lot of possibilities going on here. And I think the universe is sort of saying to you, communicate with trees, communicate with birds, communicate with the universe, basically. If you, rather than just communicating with yourself, communicate with the greater spirit, as it were. I think that's really important. You get the 10 of Pentacles. This is coming from your past. I think you've got this. I think last week was a really important message for you last week. And this week here this is what's coming from your past. Playing to your strengths. This is what you should know. Once you start playing to your strengths, you're playing to your abundance. It's an endless supply of confidence within you. Once you start playing to your strengths, and knowing of your strengths is knowing your past. And this is what I mean about sort of like analysing, sort of saying what I want to continue, what I don't want to continue. And start realising of how you can sort of build that within your relationships that are around you. Because that's where you're heading. This is your future self sort of pulling you towards that, towards that sword of justice, which we've got in this card here as well. And it's that sensation of when I relax and allow things to happen and play to my strengths and don't carry too much, all of a sudden you're going to get the feeling that you're like a little child, like you're winning everything. You won the race and you got a sweet at the end of it, sort of scenario. And it's also taking your rightful seat at the table, taking your rightful place in the relationship. I think that's really important. That's playing to your strengths here. This is actually a very much better reading than most other signs you've had off the wall readings here. Really playing to your strengths here. And I think it's a gift as well that comes from the universe around you once you engage with the greater spirit, with the energy. These trees are really talking here. They're really sort of saying, come on, Libra. They're really supporting you. You know, 8 of Cups. Heading off in the direction that is going to stimulate you, because you're going to be discovering, learning a lot. You're going to learn a lot about love. You're going to learn a lot about your emotions when you engage in life. If you're trying to sort of set yourself up where you're never ever going to get emotionally hurt, then, you know, wrapping yourself in cotton wool and keeping yourself in a cupboard is not a good idea. You're not going to experience anything. So I think this is a really good card. I think this is a case of going forth into a land of discovery, learning about yourself, learning about your emotions, learning about how you engage in life emotionally within your relationships. And I think it's going to be incredibly fulfilling. It's going to make you feel like you're $1 million. But it is going out into the unknown, going on a journey. And you know, it might well be physical, that you have to physically go on this journey to learn about who you are as a person, and and how you want to engage in it. And that's what this week seems to be a little bit like. There's weird energies going on, man. And it's like, you know, the moment you engage, you're going to feel like $1 million. Let's just see what's going on your material side. Everyone's been getting the 7 of Cups. A lot of people have been getting the Strength card as well. That's been coming up quite a lot. And for the air signs, 4 of Pentacles. Well, I haven't seen it as yet, but on your karmic path, within your career path, and this is on your business as well, I think inside you know what you should be doing. If you've got a choice between more than 2 or 3 things, I would take time, just look at it seriously, and just kind of sort of realize which one sits with you nicely. And once you do, that is the evident path. And that's what your karmic path is saying to you here. Follow the evident path. I think this is possibly where you're carrying too much. You may be trying to do too many things at once. Okay? So I would just be wary of that, because this energy will come and bite you in the backside. The moon, the universe is trying to sort of saying, is bringing to the surface unforeseen things. And I think this is all tied into the 10 of Wands as well. You know, discovering things that you can do that you didn't think that you could do before, that you didn't have the confidence to do, that you should be just going ahead and doing. You know, almost it's like the universe is... This is funny, what I'm getting off the universe here is sort of saying to you, look, let me take a bit of pressure off you. I'll give you a bit of cover, give you space to explore without anybody prying on you and saying, what you doing, what you doing. You know, I think that's what the universe is trying to, how the universe is trying to help you out. So you can follow your evident path. So they're keeping you a little bit under wraps in a way. I think the universe is trying to do that for you. In your past, you have a change of fortune. I think that change of fortune has also been, it will serve for you from the past. And this is about going from the past year to the new year as well. It's almost in a way of sort of saying, I think this change of fortune is streamlining you into doing what you should be doing. So it's curtailing some aspects within your career path, or within your business or your job or your projects, or whatever it is, in order for you to concentrate on other things a lot more, which will then give you that sense of the Wheel of Fortune changing in the direction, so it's playing for you rather than against you. This reading wouldn't be complete without a page. There's always been pages, and I'm surprised you haven't had more than this, but you've certainly got 1. Most people have had at least 2 at the minimum. Some have even had 3. This is opening the pathway to your passions. This change of fortune here, once you start concentrating on things and exploring and using your passions as a fuel for your desire to go forward, to get more out of life, to get to where you should be going, to following your heart's desires, following where you should be going and what you know to be right inside you. Off the wall reading again. 5 of Cups. Everyone's had that as well. 5 of Cups. Is it going to make you disappointed? No. I think what this week's energy is doing, and I think this is what is helping you out with doing, is realizing that some things in the past you might have been disappointed that you didn't achieve certain things. And as I said with the Wheel of Fortune, certain things were curtailed in your life, in order for you to concentrate on those 2 cups there. And I think that's what you've got to do here. I think you've got to go forward, cross that emotional river, and sort of like, take a position where you sort of say, I want it, therefore I'm going to go and get it. And I've got to go across that river in order to get it, and face up to yourself in a way and go forth and get your future. Don't look to the past, look to the future. And I think it's going to help you enormously. I'm going to do a clarification with the Light Seers cards. Thank you very much for being here and showing your support to this channel, Libra. And you can do that by subscribing, liking, and also, very importantly, sharing it across all the media platforms that you can would be absolutely lovely. I thank you very much for that. There's also links in the description below to private readings with my good self or healing sessions with myself. There's also an email down there because I'm going to be doing energy workshops and how we connect to energy and engage with that universal conversation that is around us through our chakras and our aura and through our bodies. I've been doing it for 20 years and I've helped hundreds of people to teach themselves about the conversation that they're having and following their karmic path. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to be doing it in September, October, I'm going to be doing it in the UK, and in October, November, I'm going to be doing it in the United States. If you want to be part of this workshop, there is that email. Send me an email. Just tell me where you are in the world, how far you're willing to travel, so I can then organise a workshop that's not too far from you. And then you will receive an email of the confirmation of places and times, basically. Okay? But anyway, apart from all that, thank you very much for your support. With the 10 of Wands, you get the 10 of Wands. I think it's exactly what I said then, basically. I think we hit it on the nail on the head straight away. You got to let go of a few things, and that's what's looking into the past to the future. Organising all those sort of things is going to help you out enormously. With the Justice card, the moment you get into harmony with yourself and realise that you are following a path because this is what you should be doing, it's going to go very quickly. You're going to move to that Ace of Swords very, very quickly, feeling a sensation of just generally winning. Once you start playing to your strengths, the moment you do, this is going to bring harmony into your life almost instantaneously. What's the possibilities in those 9 of Pentacles? The 2 of Cups. Yes, I do think you have love at your doorstep. And I just don't think you're seeing it. That's the thing. With that 10 of Wands, you've just almost burdened yourself so you can't really see it. Once you let go and trust in the harmony of it all, yeah, it's going to be absolutely fantastic for you by the looks of it. With the 10 of Pentacles, you get the star. It just keeps getting better. Once this is your past, playing to your strengths, knowing your strengths, once you start playing to your strengths, then all of a sudden your dreams do become possible. This is a beautiful thing for your relationship side here. Really good omens for your future. And it's a way of setting yourself up, Libra, which is going to bring the ultimate success for you. This is what I said about the Ace of Swords. Taking your rightful place. That's what that wreath is all about. You've won it. You deserve it. You deserve this love. You deserve this recognition. You deserve this sort of like, just sort of people saying, Libra wanted it and Libra got it, sort of thing. And it's going to set you off on a journey of discovery that you may not even thought you were going to go on. Ace of Wands that comes through this, out with the old and in with the new. That's what you're walking away from. I think you're walking away from the instability towards harmony because you're playing to your strengths. You're being engaged with your relationships that are around you, and it's going to bring you ultimate rewards, basically. Let's just see what's going on your material side. So what's this evident path all about? Owning it. You know it's when it's in you. That's what I'm saying. When you've got these possibilities that are around you, once you sit down and just sort of take it in, you're going to know what you're supposed to do. And when you know what you're supposed to do, that's when you step into your power. That's when you start getting everything, basically. Let's just see what's going on with the moon for you. The devil, the unforeseen. Yeah, I think the devil's in the detail. I think there's a, this is what I said. I think the moon, I think the universe, they're sort of like, they're giving you covering So you're not, you don't have people around you kind of going, what are you doing? I'm not annoying you. Like that sort of devil card of just sort of distracting you from where you should be going. I think the universe is giving you cover here, really giving you a real massive support, where you can allow that change of fortune to happen. And yeah, this is where your guides are talking about the past to the future, working on the super subconscious level, with coincidences that are around you. And with this change of fortune, they are really sort of helping you to get through here from your past. And organising what didn't work in the future and what you want to do in the future is really important. Start bringing in your passions into the situation and seeing things differently, basically. Once you do engage your passions in your life, thank you, the trees. Once you do engage in your passions in life, you will see things in a different way. And once you do see things in a different way, yes, you might be disappointed about certain things. You might even be disappointed in yourself, saying, I can't believe I kept doing that. That's so stupid. Why did I waste my time? Well, you learned a lot. Let's put it that way. You learned a lot. So once you've learned a lot, then you can use that learning as a sense of power going forward. And it brings it back. So this 5 of Cups, which is it's coming through at the moment. Those 3 of Cups that spilt into sand, you're not going to get that milk back or that wine back. But you do get the 3 of Cups back. Because you're going to start heading off in the direction of that 2 of Cups, that joyous sort of aspect of looking to the future. And you're going to meet a lot more people once you start engaging like that. And there may be a lot of friends that you may need to meet upon this pathway. And it's going to be very much celebratory. Don't forget, just don't carry too much, basically. There you go, Libra. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget about your Lionsgate reading on the Collective on Monday and your signs on Wednesday. I will see you there for then. Thank you very much for your support. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.